Good day, everyone. We're going to solve a hard puzzle today, and we're going to do something that I'll call speed scanning, or quickly assessing the puzzle and situations in the puzzle. This is puzzle number 78. It's a hard puzzle from Sudoku to Go, volume 103 by Soap Opera Digest. And I think it'll make sense as we go along what I mean by speed scanning. First of all, to get started, I want to mention, I think I've mentioned this in other videos, but you see there's a 3 here. It's only 3 so far in the puzzle. And because there's only one 3, you can quickly scan the puzzle to see if there are any other possible 3s just by going, and that's it, you're done. You know that 3 won't be in either of these boxes, these 4 boxes here, because anytime you have just one of a given number in a puzzle, it will affect 4 of the boxes that it's not in, and the other 4 boxes that it's not in won't be affected at all. In this case, you can just look up at these 2 boxes which are associated with this box in this section, and these 2 boxes which are associated with this box in this section. So you can see how I just went like this, like that, and I'm done. I don't even have to look at these, because the 3 can fit anywhere in these 4 boxes at this point. So just wanted to point that out. Anytime you see just one of a given number, you can very quickly assess whether you can fill in any of those numbers. And then I'd like to look at how you quickly assess whether you can find twins or triplets. You'll notice that right here in this box we've got these 3 cells and these 2 cells that are empty. These 3 numbers right here can't fit in these cells. So if you scan these 3 numbers quickly, you see there's a 9 there already in this box, but there's no 1. And so if you see a 1 and you notice it can only fit in 2 of the cells in this box, then you think, okay, that's a potential twin. And then you can look at the other numbers in this column and see if you've got a twin. In this case, like I said, the 9 won't work because it's already in there, but the 6 will work. You got 1, 6 twins right there. Okay. Now the way I assess that is I think, okay, there's only one requirement for this 1 to fit in these 2 cells, and that is it had to be in this column so that it would eliminate these 3 cells. So if I can find another number with that same exact requirement, in this case a 6, then I found twins. Okay. So that's a quick way, and we'll go over that a few more times as I solve this puzzle. But that's a quick way to assess whether you have twins or not. Now that we've found twins, and by the way, I can solve these twins because there's a 1 right here, but I'm not going to right now because I want to illustrate a couple more things about it. Because whether you can solve them or not, those twins are going to help you. So we got 1, 6 twins there, so we know what these 3 numbers are, right? Because we already know these are 1 and 6. So what do we have left here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 2, 4, and 8 right here. So these are triplets. Okay. Now there's 1 and 6, these twins here, they're only in one container. They're only in this box. They straddle these 2 columns and these 2 rows. So the 1, 6 twins here, they're only in the one container. But these 2, 4, 8 triplets, they're in 2 containers. They're in this box completely enclosed in this box, and they're in this column here. Okay, and because they're in this column, we know what these three numbers are. So these are 2, 4, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are 3, 5, and 7. You see how much information we just quickly assess just by finding these twins. And we go, okay, now I know these numbers. We can't solve those. Oh, now I know these numbers, but we can't solve those. Now in this case, we couldn't solve any of them. We can solve the 1, 6 twins here. And I'll just put those in. But even if we couldn't solve the 1, 6 twins there, we still know these are triplets, and we know their numbers, and we know these three numbers. And right now we can't solve any of them. Okay, now since these puzzles are symmetrical, we have the same situation here. So let's look in this situation and see if we can find that same thing. Let's say you're scanning along here looking for ones. 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh, here's a box with only 2 cells that can be a 1. And there was only one requirement. The 1 only had to be in this column. So let's see if we can find another number in this column. There's a 4 already in here, so the 4 won't work. So we don't have twins, 1, 4 twins, because we've already got a 4 there. But what about 1, 7? There's no 7 there, so we've got 1, 7 twins there. Okay, so these we can't solve, like these 1, 6 twins over here. But now we know these three numbers, right? Let's find out what these are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, and 9. Okay, and there's a 2 and a 9, so we can solve that 3. We can put in that 3 there. Okay, now we got a 2 and a 9 here, and we can't solve them. We got a 1 and a 7 here, but again, we know what these three numbers are now. Okay, we got a 2 and a 9 there, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, and 8. Okay, we got 5, 6, and 8 there. Oh, and look, we got 5 and 6 there, so we can fill in that 8. I don't think we can fill in the 5 or 6s here. No, we can't. We can't solve the 2 9s. But now we have 2 9s here and 5 6s that we know about. Now let's see what else we know about these. Since we know this is a 2 and a 9 here, we can view those also as ghost 2s and ghost 9s. So we got 2 here, ghost 2 here, ghost 2s here. We've got a 2. One of these is a 2. Okay. And we've got a 9 here. And a 9 here. So one of these is a 9. One of these is a 9. Okay. So, all right. So you can see how quickly we can assess this entire section here with this information we already have. All right. Now another thing we can do. Let's go over here, and well, let's go through sections. I'll illustrate what I was going to tell you in a minute. Let's just go through sections now. We got 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. One of these is a 1. Okay. Now, I wanted to talk about, again, like I did here on these twins, here and here. We've got a 1 and a 1 here, so there are only 2 cells in this box that can be a 1. I wonder if there's another twin that we can find. Well, what we need to do, in this case, there were 2 requirements. There had to be a 1 in this row and a 1 in this row. So if I can find another number that's in both rows that isn't in this box already, we'd have twins. And all we've got is 5, 6, and 7. We don't have anything else in these two rows here. So we don't have twins there. But I think you see what I mean. You can quickly assess whether you've found twins or not. Okay, so let's go to, let's see, so we did ones, let's go to twos. Got a 2 here, 2 here. So we know one of these is a 2. So we know one of these is a 2, like we said before. Let's go here, 2, 2. So one of these is a 2, but wait, we know these are 2, 4, 8s here. So we can view them as ghost 2s, 4s, and 8s. And therefore we narrow this down to these 3 cells as 2s. And we've got a 2 here, and one of those is a 2. Okay. All right, let's see. So we got a 2 there. So we got 2, 2, 2. Because we got ghost 2s there and 2 there. So one of those is a 2. One of these is a 2, and one of these is a 2. Okay, so 3s. Now we've got a 3, another 3 in here. So can be any of those. 3, any of those. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, and another thing you can do is you can actually find triplets the same way I was showing you how to look for twins. We've got a 3 here and a 3 here. And one of these 3 cells can be a 3. And if we have, and there were only 2 requirements for that, there had to be a 3 in this row and a 3 in this column. So if we find 2 other numbers that meet those 2 requirements, here and here, we would find triplets. Now triplets are a little bit harder to find because it's less likely. And we've got a 9 and a 5 there and no 9 or 5 here, so we can't find triplets. But I just wanted to point that out. You can do the same with triplets or even quadruplets. I've found quadruplets before searching that way. Okay, so 3s, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, 4s, 4. Again, we got ghost 4s here. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, and 4, 4, 4. Okay, 5s. Okay, 5. We could look for triplets here. So we got a 5 here and a 5 here. So there's 2 requirements to box those into those, to narrow that down to 3 cells. We've got a 1, 2, 1, 9, and a 2 here. We've got a 9 outside here, 2 inside that box. So we don't have a 1. But you'll notice that the 9 here and the 9 here can only fit in those 3 cells. And if we happen to put a 1 here later on, may or may not be a 1, but if we did put a 1 there, we'd have 1, 5, 9 triplets right there. You see? Okay, so we're looking for 5s. 5. Okay, there's a 5 right there. So now we've got a 5 in one of these 2 places here. 5, 5, 5. Okay, so let's just go through the 5s one more time. 5, 5. Okay, 6s. 6 there. And we can look for twins here. I don't think we have any, but because we just have 3, 5, and 8 over here, and no 3, 5, or 8 over there. Okay. Oh, but look what well, let's see. Oh, that's 8. Okay. So 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Oh, look at this here. We've got a 6 here and a 6 here. So these are ghost 6s here. So that has to be a 6, right? 6, ghost 6 is 6. Okay. And I didn't think of it before, but we knew these are 2 9s. So we could have found this 6 because it was the only number that was missing in this column that we didn't know about. Okay, so we've got ghost 6s there. 6, 6, 6, 6. Okay, now we've got a 6, 6, 6. One of these is a 6. Okay, 6, 6, 6. Okay, 7s. Okay, 7, 7. Oh, there's a 7 right there. We got a 7 and 7 there. 7. So one of these is a 7. Okay. 8s. 8. 8. Okay, this can't be an 8 because we have ghost 8s here, if you remember. Okay. Okay, so 8. Ghost 8s, 8, 8, 8, 8. Okay, now we've got ghost 8s here, right? We've got an 8 here and an 8 here. So ghost 8's there. So we know that's an 8. And therefore, we know that's an 8. Okay, and we just have 2 4s left here. We got a 2 there. 2, 4. Okay. Another thing you can do is, as you're solving the puzzle, you find twins and triplets here and there. Like, for example, we have 3, 5, 7s here. And you can just go look at them every once in a while, see if you've filled in some numbers over here that will help you solve those. In this case, we haven't here. There are 2 9s and 1 7s that we still can't solve. But just kind of look around once in a while. Here's a 2 and a 2, and there's a 2 there, so we know that's a 2. Okay. Well, let's see. Did I get through all the numbers? I don't think I did 9s. I did 8s. 8, 8, 8. Oh yeah, that was on the 8s. Okay, and I did all the 8s in the bottom section. So let's do 9s now. Got a 9 here. One of these is a 9. There's a 9 there missing. Okay, 9. 9 here, 9 here, 9 there. Oh, there's a 9. So we've got 9, 9, 9. Okay, so we know one of these 2 is a 9 now because it can't be there. And there's a 9 there. We'll fill in that 9. Okay, now we've got 9s right here. We've got a 9 here and a 9 here. Let's see if we can find twins for that. And when I do this, when I'm looking, I can scan it pretty quickly without spending a lot of time. I'm taking a lot more time just to show you. So we got a 9 here and a 9 here. One of these is a 9. There were 2 requirements. A 9 had to be in this row and a 9 had to be in this row to get the 2 9s there. So if we can find another number, 8's already in there, 9, 5 or 2, or I'm sorry, that's the row we're on, 7. But no, there's a 7 there already, so nope, there are no 9s there. Or I mean, there's no twin for the 9. Okay, so we've gone through the sections now. Let's see. We've got a 5 here, and one of these is a 5. We've also got this is something I just noticed. 3 ghost 3's here and a 3 there. So here are 3 5 twins right here. And so what's left? We just have a 1 and a 7 left here, right? Because we got 3 5 twins. We got ghost 3's there and a 3 there and a 5 and a 5 there. So 3 5. And these are 1 7 twins, and there's a 7 there. So you know that's a 1 and that's a 7. These are our 1 7 twins that we found originally. Okay, so we know these two numbers now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are 2 and 7, because we know these are 3 5. So there's a 2 there, so that's a 7 and a 2. Still can't solve the 3 5's, but now we've got, let's see what we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, and 6 here. We've got a 3, 4, and 6 there, so we can't solve those. Let's see. Remember our 3, 5, 7's here. We've got a 7 there now, so we know that's a 3, 5. We've got a 7 there, so we know that's a 3, 5, so that's a 7. And we got 3 5 twins there now. Okay. So let's see, we got a 7 and a 7, so one of these is a 7, there's a 7 there. We can fill that in. And 7, 7, 7, there's a 7 there. We can fill that one in. Let's see. Let's 3, 4, 6, 2 9s, 4. So we know these are 4s. One of these is a 4. One of these is a 4. Okay, we know this can't be a 4 because you have ghost 4's here. We've got a 4 there. 4, 4. Okay, we can't solve those. All right, let's. Okay, we got 3 4's. Let's just look through some of the rows that only have a couple of numbers missing. Like there's only 2 numbers missing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 3 and 4. We can't do anything with that. What are we missing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 and 6. Can't do anything with that one. So 3, 4, 4, 6. Let's look at this row right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 6, and 9. There's a 9. So 3, 6. 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9. Can't really do anything with that. Let's look at this column right here. 3, 4, 6. So 3, 4, and 6 are missing. There's a 6, so that's 3, 4. There's a 6, so that's 3, 4, so that's a 6 right there. Okay, so we got 3 and 4 missing there. 6, 6, 6, 6. Okay. All right, let's go through the sections one more time. Usually we can, okay, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. The rest of the ones are there. So we just need a 1 here and a 1 here. Okay, 2's, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3's. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, fours. 4 goes 4's there. 4. 5s. 5. Let's see. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6s. 7s. I think we got all our 7s. Yep, we got all our 7s. 8s. 8. Okay, we got an 8 here and an 8 here. So ghost 8's there. 8, ghost 8. So one of these is an 8. That's an 8 right there. Therefore, so one of these and one of these is an 8. And then 9s. 9, 9. Okay. 9, 9, 9. 9, 9, 9. Okay. Well, let's look at this column right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 2 and 4. There's a 4 there. So 2 and 4. And now we can do our 2 9s here because we got a 2 there. We still can't do our 3 5s here. One thing I just didn't think about earlier, but we got 3 5 twins right here. 3 5 because that's only 3 and 5 missing there and 3 5s here. So that means we know all but 3 of those numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 6, and 8. And there's a 4 and a 6 there, so we know that's an 8. Okay, see how I did that because I knew the 3 5s here. Or, I'm sorry, here and here. These are 3 5s, twins. Okay, 4, 6, and 8. So these are 4 and 6. And we can't solve those, but that narrows this down to 3 more numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 5, and 8. There's an 8 right there, so that's an 8. So these are 3 and 5. There's a 5 there. 3, 5. Now we just have one number left here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's a 4. Okay, we know this is a 4 because one of these has to be a 4. And what was this? 6. 4 and 6. Okay. So 4, 4, 4. Let's see if we can get this loner cell right here. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. So that's a 6. Okay, now we know these 3 numbers, so we should find that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, and 9. There's a 3 and a 9, so might as well fill that in. And that. So if that's a 4, then that's a 4. So we got 3 and 9 left. There's a 9 there. 3, 9. And now we can fill in that one. That's out of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 5. Yep. Okay. And now we got 3 5s here. We got a 5 there. So 3, 5, 3, 5. And now we just got 2 numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 and 3. 2 there. Okay, oh, we got 2 numbers here. Let's see what those are. That was 3, 4, and 6. So 3 and 6. There's a 6 there. So 3 and 6. And what are we missing here? 1, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 3, and 9. There's a 3 and a 9, so that's a 1. There's a 3, so that's a 9 and a 3. And then we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 4, and 5 left. There's a 1 and a 5 there, so that's a 4. So 1 and 5, there's a 5 there, so 1 and 5. Okay. Well, I hope that helped. As I mentioned, when I explain it, it takes a lot longer than when I just quickly scan. But I hope I helped you understand some speed scanning techniques you can use to quickly assess whether there are twins or triplets and other numbers, so that you can get through puzzles quicker. And when you do that, it helps you find numbers a lot quicker also, because you know a lot more about the puzzle. Well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time. And pretty soon I'm going to have some personalized Sudokus out there that I want to talk to you about. I'll be probably be doing a video on those sometime here real soon. I'll see you next time.